Welcome to a world of thrills, a world of drama, of capes and tights, a world death is a rolling door. Welcome to the Geek Matrix.
Hey, everybody. My name is Josh, and with me here is Rob. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
And we are a part of the Geek Matrix. Now you are too. If you've ever listened to our live stream comic reviews, you know who we are. If not, well, we're basically just a bunch of nerds that like to geek out about all kinds of stuff. Rob is the much nicer one. As you might have noticed, this isn't a live stream, and there's a reason for that. We actually hit our 300th actual episode across a rebranding, some platform shifts, losing a bunch of bonus content on Patreon to the internet. And to be frank, we got a little bored with just reviewing comics. So, format change. Usually it'll just be Rob and I, and that said, anybody could show up because there's no telling what we could be talking about on this show. It'll probably rarely be just one thing, but comics, movies, games, whatever, could be sports, current events, who knows? And we can nerd hard, especially if we get on something pretty passionate about it. Could you imagine? Me and you talking to Caitlin and
if we
Jeremy
start talking
about
something we're passionate about, I won't shut up.
right, Caitlin and Jeremy and Brandon, bringing them in to talk about Star Trek, or you, Kirk, and Isaiah talking about anime. But basically, we've got all kinds of things that could happen, and like I said, it'll mostly be Rob and I. But welcome to the channel.
If you get Kirk and I on here and talk about Gundam, we could go for 2 hours.
Yeah, and that's the final edit of the video. Shit's been pared down.
Subscriber content, 4-hour video, just talking about iron-blooded orphans.
All right, so that is it, guys. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe and like and all of that stuff, and we'll keep the Geek Matrix open for you to geek along with us. And if you want us active on socials, tell us in the comments here. I'm not going to be unless you make me. And that's about it. Welcome to this week's Geek Sheet. We've got a few pieces of news. The first thing that I want to talk about, two big movies are out. One I have not gotten the chance to see. I really hope you have, Rob. I don't know. I know that you're busy, so there's a good chance you have it. Supergirl next week. It comes out.
No, okay, next week I'm seeing it. It's out. It came out yesterday. I'll be seeing it next Friday, hopefully.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I really want to see it. I want to see it because I'm a Millie Alcock fan. I think she is a fantastic actress. I'm not thrilled about the comic book that the movie is based on, but just from the trailer, it's pretty obvious that it's not fully based on the movie or on the comic book, because Supergirl seems to have her powers throughout the whole thing. And her not having her powers because she's on a planet with a red sun is a big part of the comic book. Well, so we're going to see what happens there.
This and that, because the first issue at least was on that planet, but then later on, if you remember in the book, they went off into space. So she did get her powers back in later issues, but it wasn't at full strength because she spent so much time on that planet. And like throughout the 8 issues, she was slowly getting more and more power back.
Got it. All right.
But yeah, like I share that opinion with you. I this year finished Woman of Tomorrow. I read the first issue back when it first came out, and I wasn't thrilled on it. And then I just recently bought the trade. I really should have bought the compact comic because it would have been a lot cheaper. And finished it, and I wasn't thrilled on it, mostly because of the dialogue and the actual story content. Some of it I felt was very unnecessary. A lot of the dialogue was bloated and unnecessary. The art was fantastic. I thought Bilquis Everly did a fantastic job with the art.
an amazing artist.
Oh yeah, fantastic. The designs were
None.
brilliant.
Krem is a dumb design, but
It's a
the
fairly simple
rest
barbarian.
of
Yeah,
the entire the scenery, everything from the BART to the planet itself, all the other characters, Supergirl, it really is an amazing artist. I don't like the design of Krem. I think the
yeah,
character altogether is stupid. But
yeah. I mean,
here we
Krem
are.
Krem was like a generic barbarian warlord. So there's only so many ways to make that design intriguing without going a bit over the top, in my opinion. And at least in the
Right.
movie, they've updated it. I don't get the new design in the movie. He looks like he survived the 90s metal post-core emo grunge era with way too many piercings. Um, and I don't
The
understand it.
90s are
Like
back, bro.
he pioneered body modifications, basically is what he looks like now. And I don't get it, but I also haven't seen the movie, so I'm hoping there's at least an explanation. But I will say a lot of reviews have come out. It's been out since Thursday night. I think they had a midnight release. I think there was even pre-screenings on Wednesday. So
I, of course,
there's
have been
been
keeping off the
yeah. I,
papers.
I haven't looked at any spoilers, but I've been looking at some people's reactions to it, and it seems pretty divided right now. It seems like the aggregate is just like it's fine. But I've seen some threads of people praising the movie. I've seen threads of people bashing the movie. I've seen
Mhm.
threads of people be like, I don't know what everybody's talking about. It was a movie. It's kind of all over the place. In my humble opinion, the people that are bashing the movie, chances are they're Snyder Bros. They're the ones that are going to hate it for the sake of hating it because they want the Snyderverse back. Um, they were
That's
bashing the
really
movie before it even
stupid.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
it's
guys. Holy shit. Okay, this.
they're the same people that bash anything that comes out after James Gunn took over.
Let me talk to you, my former friends. Okay. a a great opportunity was given to Scott Snyder, and Joss Whedon happened to it.
Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
Not
Who
Scott
did I
Snyder.
just say? Scott
Scott
Snyder.
Snyder.
Zack Snyder. Whoops.
A great opportunity is to
And
give it to Scott Snyder too, and I think he's doing a good job.
well, yeah, but that's a different boat there. But Zack
Yeah.
Snyder, great opportunity, could have been fantastic. It really could have been good. However, tragedy, Joss Whedon, a lot of executive bad decisions,
Yeah.
and the shit fell apart. Now, look, I wanted that release the Snyder Cut movement. I was right there. I supported it. I watched the 4 hour edit by myself. Then I watched it with my kids. And then I watched it with my wife, all within 2 days.
Yeah, you were crazy. That's 12 hours of your life.
That was 12 hours of my life in 2 days. I don't rewatch movies. I really enjoyed that movie. However, that universe is gone.
Yeah.
Let it go. It's morphed. You're completely okay with the idea that you know all of the Avengers are going to get replaced in the MCU, and you're all about it, and you're going to ride that shit out. But you can't get with John Cena saying, "Oh, no, we're over here now," which is essentially what the DCU did, and they made it make sense. We've got great cast. Superman, what's his name?
David Corn Sweat.
Yes, he really surprised me as far as Superman went.
Yeah.
I was so pleasantly surprised. And then of course Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor was he was amazing. And
Yeah.
I thought that Eisenberg's Luthor was something that was a real loss. I really did. The greatest loss out of the Snyder universe is Deathstroke.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Period.
That's the first thing I agree with so far.
The greatest loss out of the Snyderverse is Deathstroke. Eisenberg was a good Luthor. He had the crazy Luthor, and that was awesome. I liked that Luthor. the absolutely bonkers infatuated Luther. That's cool. But Holt did the other kind of Luther, the businessman, the tactician, and he did it better than I have ever seen Lex Luthor written.
Yeah.
Period. That Nicholas Holt Lex Luthor in James Gunn's film was the best depiction of Lex Luthor of all time.
It's a bold claim, but I can agree with that.
And it's fucking time to move on.
Yeah.
Am I happy that I'm not gonna get Jaime Reyes? No. Am
Well,
I
I'll say that
happy?
that-
There's
who knows?
so much stuff that I enjoyed that I let go of. Henry Cavill, amazing Superman. I loved Man of Steel. I didn't think it was too dark. I thought, if anything, it was just really real. Like, this is what it would be like if Superman showed up. The fucking world would be divided. Half of them would be scared of him, and the other half would worship him. It was just a little too real world for people. That's what I think. But let it go. All of that to say, just fucking let it go, guys. If somebody who could watch 12 between 12 and 16 hours, because I know I paused and all of that shit and rewound. So 12 to 16 hours of the Snyderverse cut in 2 days. If I can let it go, it's time for you to let it go. Find something else to hate. There's other
Racists.
shit out there to hate.
Homophobes.
Hate racists.
Yeah.
Hate animes with more than 7 words in the title. There you go.
Let's not go crazy. The first Dragon Ball movie came in at like 10 words or something like that. What was Dragon Ball? The Curse of the Blood. 9. 8 words.
Well.
But that was a subtitle. It was Dragon Ball: The Curse of the Blood Rubies.
One too many.
It was good. Oh my fucking god. For those that don't know, Josh has a thing, and I don't know how it started. A couple of years ago, we were quizzing each other on our Discord about Dragon Ball characters, and Josh, knowing veritably nothing about Dragon Ball, started like, what was it? You were like describing a character vaguely, and then me, Kirk, and Isaiah had to guess who it was. And
I was
half the time you were saying they wear a hat, and like, there's like 3 people that wear hats. How do you know this head?
They've got headpieces.
Yeah.
It's a hat.
There was one character you described as a hat, and you're like, "That's not a hat. That's just his fucking head." I don't remember who it was, but there was somebody. I think it was Cell. I'm like, no, that's literally just his fucking head. I know it looks like weird, a hat, but Piccolo doesn't wear a hat. He wears a turban. There's a difference. Actually. Yeah, as for Supergirl though, like, I'm still stoked for it. Like, I am right there with you. I wasn't like stoked about the story it came from, but I know Anna Nogueira, I think is her name, is the writer director. I gotta double check that. Really kind of compressed the story down. Like, the comic took place over a few months. She compressed it to 3 days somehow. And she says she didn't cut out too much, so we'll have to see what happens. Lobo obviously was not in the original comic, so he's a new addition. A lot of people think he's taken the place of Comet, so we'll have to see what happens. Obviously many people now know what has happened. We won't know for a bit. I don't know when you're going to go see it. I know I'm seeing it next week, hopefully, if I can get babysitters. This is one person we've asked, hasn't replied yet. So maybe.
Do you guys have care.com in Canada?
I don't know. I never looked.
Interesting.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a place to hire babysitters.
Ah, fair enough. Probably not. Like, our babysitters are like friends.
I mean,
or
a
family.
lot of people
It's
are
free.
like that around here too.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's also those that make a living out of it, and they've taken it to the internet instead of, because nobody talks to their damn neighbors anymore.
Fair.
But in
I'll
any
take
case,
a look. I'll take a look at that. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
see if we have it here.
So I'm me like you. I'm hoping it's good
Yeah.
because it can't be worse than the book.
Depends who you ask, because there are a lot of people sing the praises of that book. Like, I get it. If you're a Tom King fan, you're a Tom King fan. For me, it was just too wordy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he writes like one kind of book and that's it. So I mean, if that's your deal, then I mean, I guess that's your deal. But
Yeah. But anyway, that's one movie. There's another movie that came out
where
this
is it?
week. I don't know. It wasn't this week. It was a couple weeks ago that you finally got a chance to watch. Something that's near and dear to your heart,
Yes,
and that's
yes.
Masters of the Universe.
Man, I may only be outdone by Kevin Smith himself, but yeah, Master of the Universe, man. Rob knows, and I'm sure in the live stream I have complained about it before. Wasn't looking forward to this He-Man movie because of how poorly done the trailer was. It highlighted a lot of bad stuff. It made it look like he had no idea where he was from. They just showcased the story pretty badly. But Idris Elba, he plays Idris Elba, but it works for Man at Arms, a good, important character. The main character, He-Man, Nicholas Galitzine, I have no idea how to say his name, but he played a really good Adam. His He-Man wasn't bad, and a good He-Man is kind of hard to quantify, but overall, he did really well. Alison Brie and Morena Baccarin were both really good as Evelyn and Sorceress. Always a big fan of both of them anyway. Uh, this was probably Camila Mendez's best work, and it still needed a little help to not feel cheesy, but she has definitely made some strides since Riverdale. I'll give her that. Uh, she's still there though. That the way she delivers her lines are like borderline cheddar, man. But Jared Leto, man, he shined as Skeletor.
Really?
His delivery, his cadence, all of it. He brought his own laugh to it, but it worked really well. It wasn't too far different from the Skeletor laugh that we He-Man fans remember from the cartoon.
Like the whole kind of deal, right?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, and it was done really good. The humor bits with Skeletor were great, just like in the cartoon, being frustrated with his henchmen and those around him, babbling boneheaded boobs. His insults are amazing. You don't get that kind of insults from any other kind of bad guy. Fucking love Skeletor, and they did it great. The score was good. Most of the special effects were good. This is not some top of the line movie, but it was definitely not a disappointment, and it very well could have been. There's a chance, depending on what those box office numbers look like, that I could see this spawning a sequel. Maybe not a trilogy, but I mean, who knows? But I could see this, if it does well enough, spawning a sequel. This was essentially the origin story, and there is a lot more to He-Man. Here is a side note that I noticed. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Fun piece of trivia for those that might want to pay attention. He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Trapjaw, Tila, the Sorceress, the Henchmen, they all kill people. Every single one of them. One character, one main character, does not kill anybody, and that's Skeletor.
What the fuck?
Every time Skeletor wins a fight, they are captured, not killed.
Interesting.
It's just like the fucking cartoons, man. I absolutely love it.
That's the kind of attention to detail, I guess, that would really hammer home for the fans.
Yes, and see the thing with they show up with him being in Earth. He's not on Earth very long at all. Um, that and he remembers everything. They made it seem like he didn't, but he remembers everything. It's fucking great because he gets here. I think he's 10 or like somewhere between 8 and 12. He's somewhere in that area. All right, and he gets the sword of power, and he's shoved to this world to protect him. The sword of power is his way home. All he has to do is want to go home while holding the sword of power. It'll send off a beacon. During the move, he loses it.
Oh,
So you
Just
see him
gone.
go over as a kid, and then you see him as an adult where he's not forgotten and tells everybody about the fantasy place that he's from and the sword that he's searching for so that he can go back home to his alien perfect planet. It's actually
that does
his
sound
time
like
on
an
Earth is
interesting
short,
opener.
but it was good. The opener takes place on Eternos, on Eternia, in Eternia, on Eternos. And then it goes to him being so like it covers the story pretty well and gives a really good introduction to He-Man and the universe. And has so many cool appearances from fan favorite He-Man characters too. Really good stuff.
And from what I understand, actors as well. That's obviously I haven't seen it. Masters of the Universe was never really my bag. Um, I didn't grow up with it, so I know very little about the franchise. But I do know Dolph Lundgren was involved in an original live action feature. I believe he played He-Man, right, back in the 80s.
Yes. Yep, he was
And
He-Man.
he was in this.
Yep,
I
he
believe.
plays a somewhat a very very minute part, but also integral to the story,
Right.
and the climax of the story. So that was really cool, and there were other cameos as well. But altogether, man, like I'm very happy with it. I'm happy with it probably because I was expecting so little, and got a lot more than just a shitty B movie. So I mean,
Right. I remember your reaction to the first trailer. It was not good. You were
it was
practically
not
raging.
good. I was mad.
So
It
I
looked
am
like hell.
happy to hear that you've enjoyed it because I know how big of a Masters of the Universe fan you are. So
Yeah,
this is
man.
it's good. That's good. Maybe I'll
I'm,
check it out. Your review's kind of glowing, but again, like you are a huge MOTU fan, so
I
so
am a
maybe I'll
huge
check it out.
MOTU fan. So I mean, Rob, how am I with Batman comics?
Oh, that's like your bread and butter.
Yeah, but it's also the ones I'm most critical of, is it not?
Exactly. Just like I'm most critical of Green Lantern, and
Yeah, so
Brandon is
like
most critical of Titans.
and it's very much it was very much a surprise. I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. If so, like, did you ever watch Dungeons and
And
Dragons: Honor
Orko
Among
shows up.
Thieves?
What?
I don't know who
Sorry.
Orko is, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Did you ever watch Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves? Did you ever get around to
the,
that?
the movie? Nope.
That movie, yeah.
Actually, I am watching it this weekend.
Okay, good. I'm curious to see what you think of it. Because after that, then I want you to compare the two and tell me how comparable they are. Because I really enjoyed that movie. So if you think it's comparable in terms of the fun and the scale of it, then maybe I'll enjoy Masters of the Universe.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely fun. When certain people show up on screen, if you aren't familiar with MOTU characters, it's not going to be, oh, sick, or yeah, Mossman, or oh, Mossman. But uh, uh, you're gonna miss out on those moments, but those are just fan moments. Ultimately, the story itself with the characters and whatnot was really good, and so he was like I said, he was between 8 and 12, right? When he left.
Right.
He's the Prince of Eternia. And all of the names that he has for people, he doesn't really know their real name. He just has their 8-year-old name that he gave them.
Right.
And that's where the cheesy, typical He-Man names come from.
Oh, okay. Like Man at Arms, Trapjaw.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Mechanic and Fisto,
Yeah.
stuff like that. You're Fisto, you fist people.
I tried to fist them all, Prince Adam, but I couldn't. I'm the one that got fisted. Dear
Hey man.
God.
Oh, and there is some cussing. There are some pretty there are a couple of like heavy innuendo things that like
Fisto?
that include Fisto.
Okay. I was gonna say you cannot make a Masters of the Universe in a modern day without some kind of reference to fisting.
No,
It's impossible.
Totally,
If the original series was made today, Fisto would not even make the cut because they know people would run with it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, that's good. Is there like when you say cussing, is like He-Man just go like "fuck you, Skeletor," like shit like that?
No. Like Man at Arms in the when we're introduced to him, he says ass like 8 times in a row in his little opening speech.
All right.
But keep in mind, he's the commander of the Royal Guard.
And he's Idris Elba.
Right.
He's a British Samuel L. Jackson. Swearing is in his contract. All right. Well, that's good to hear. You kind of got me a little bit sold on Masters of the Universe. And listeners, if you have not watched Masters of the Universe, from what I understand, ticket sales have not been the greatest. And I'm going to say, as a millennial, a kind of like middle of the ground millennial being born in 1990, it's mostly because I just don't know much about Masters of the Universe or really care that much. That's probably the case. This might revitalize the franchise. Who the fuck knows? So maybe go check it out.
You definitely should.
Yeah.
Travis Knight directed it. I don't know if that helps you at all.
No, I'm not familiar with Travis Knight's filmography.
Kubo in the 2 Strings, but he also is the guy behind Bumblebee.
That was enjoyable. That was one of the better Transformers movies, I felt. Fair enough.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah. As long as he didn't touch The Last Night. Because I haven't watched that, but from what I understand, it's horrible. Unless I did watch it and I just forgot for good reason. I don't remember.
No,
Anyway.
I don't think he did.
That's
I think he just
the whole
did
other thing. Anyway, so in animated news, there has been a few announcements. There was I don't know exactly how to pronounce this, the Annecy convention, wherever that is, last weekend or over the last week. A lot of animation news for DC came out. We got our first look at My Adventures with Green Lantern, at least the character design for Jessica Cruz, as well as Kyle Rayner. And I don't remember her name. I think it's supposed to be Jade, but it's not called Jade. Potentially becoming Jade in the future. I don't know. Our first look at their character designs and Jessica Cruz's like Green Lantern outfit, essentially. We were told in in the past from the showrunners that My Adventures with Superman, based off of Dragon Ball at this point, and My Adventures with Green Lantern will be inspired by another anime inspired by yeah well, based off, but with My Adventure Superman and Dragon Ball, they kind of go hand in hand at this point. Superman came out, Toriyama based Dragon Ball Z off of Superman, and now Superman in turn bases itself off of Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of poetic. I gotta
I'll
say,
give you that.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that's something I never considered.
yeah. Like Dragon Ball, very much Journey to the West, but when Dragon Ball Z came around, the inspiration is so obviously Superman. Akira Toriyama had gone on record many times saying that he was a huge fan of Superman. Dragon Ball Z was heavily inspired by Superman's mythos, from the alien origins to the distant family um, team ups, and like from that planet and whatnot, the evil alien destroying it. Krillin, or not Krillin, Frieza is basically Brainiac to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Vegeta is practically General Zod if Zod had somewhat of a soul somewhere. There's so much mirror imaging to it. But anyway, the My Version of the Green Lantern is supposed to be inspired by another show on the Toonami block. For those that grew up around Toonami, know what it's about. And for those that don't, it was the anime block on Cartoon Network back in the 90s. At this point, it's very obviously Sailor Moon. I'm excited for that, and fans of Sailor Moon and Green Lantern know that they also kind of can go hand in hand to a degree. My wife and I know that. My wife is a huge Sailor Moon fan. I'm obviously a huge Green Lantern fan, if you couldn't tell. Our wedding was inspired by an amalgamation of the two. Our wedding theme was kind of galaxy because we looked at our passions. We like Sailor Moon and Green Lantern. They both are themed around space and colors. So let's make a galaxy theme of all sorts of colors and dark starry stuff. It was beautiful. And it worked. It works. The two of them work really well together. So I'm very excited for that. We also have other notes that came out for the show. Just pull them up real quick.
Look at that. I forgot to show that up.
Oh, God, that Penny Parker is sick.
Right.
I really want one of those kits. Blokees, by the way, please come to Canada. Officially, I want more than just the Transformers kits, please.
I mean, it moves so well.
Yeah,
it's almost like a poorly articulated action figure, but not fully, because like each individual finger moves and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
no, these kits are fantastic. Now you know why I've been talking about them for months now.
So surprised by this.
Yeah.
I had such a shitty experience building models before.
It's because they're a lot harder. Yeah. Back then, you use like glue and cement.
I mean,
like, do it right the first time, or you mess the whole thing up.
Oh man!
Now snap fit is so much nicer.
Snapping them off of the
runners.
The runners.
Yeah.
Holy Christ! That was like, you spend $20 on a model kit, and that was so fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Every time you go to take one off, because it's like, is it gonna break? Am I gonna cut it? Am I gonna cut it good enough? Is it gonna have a fucking stress mark on it after I cut it?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't fun. It was too stressful for me. But
yeah,
this was,
it's enjoyable. Awesome. Yeah, Blokees is fantastic, and they have different sizes as well.
Thank you, Liam.
There you go. The one you got is I think they call Champion class, and then there's all the different classes depending on the size. There's massive ones. There's tiny itty bitty ones. I've got some around here even.
I'll take a look real quick.
Shit, I don't know. I've got all sorts of Transformers. Defender class, they all just come in a bag. There's no sprue. There's no runners, I mean. They just all come loose in a bag, and you just put it together. It takes you 5 minutes. It's beautiful. And the parts are interchangeable on the Transformers one. So you can build your own Transformer. So I don't know if you can do the same with Rivals. I imagine, because the joints are all the same.
Ah. Well, yep, 100%. It says Champion class right there.
There you go, yeah. So if you get like a Spider-Man kit and an Iron Man kit, you could swap out the Penny suit for Spider-Man's arms and Iron Man's legs, potentially, if the joints are the same on those ones too.
And create your own.
And make your own character, yeah.
I wish I had the guts to try and paint this.
Yeah, that's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Spider. I mean, that is like
Almost like scaled properly. Yeah.
that. I was really surprised that like Penny wasn't half the size.
Yeah. Like if she was, I'd say it'd scale a bit better because then it looked like she'd fit in the cockpit. But for actual painting and like display purposes, I think that's a good size.
So do I.
Yeah, that's really good. A lot better than the ones you get with master grade gunpla kits, where the pilots are like this big. And I've seen people paint them, and I don't know how. I have a paintbrush that can do it. I'm not confident I can do it.
Oh, you gotta use a magnifying glass.
Yeah, they're nuts. But yeah, that's good to hear. I'm glad you like Blockies now, and they're getting bigger. There's DC kits coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're actually starting off for some reason with the Snyderverse. Um, and I think they're slowly getting into the DCU, like the Gunverse, and they've shown off at least Absolute Batman is getting a kit as well. I don't know who else yet, but like that, even the DC brand is going to get bigger as well. And there's Spider-Man Brand New Day kits coming soon too. They look really good. So they're massive. There's so many options.
Now there's just I feel like there's the characters. Um, like I'm not gonna get like my action figure variety of characters. I'm not, blocking.
Yeah, it's not going to be a massive variety, but there's still some coming.
One, but yeah,
no, not Zatanna, unfortunately.
I probably won't be rocking Absolute Batman. Sorry, Scott, but
that's fair. I mean, I think it looks fantastic, the kit, but I only saw a prototype. It was all gray.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing is like, if I go to say something like that about the kit probably does. If this spider suit is any indication, I bet the kit is fucking fantastic and looks just like Absolute Batman.
Yeah,
I just don't like the design of Absolute Batman,
which is fair. Yeah. And like, there's one thing I'll say about Blockies: they're consistent. So like, you build one kit, the next kit's going to be the same experience. Like with Gunpla, different kits could be different experiences because some are just like more complicated. But with Blockies, it's pretty consistent. Early on, though, I don't know if they still had this issue. I read about it a few times online, and I actually ran into that issue myself. There were some sprue sheets that just didn't have a part on it. It fell off in production, or it didn't get injected, or what. I just like my I have a TF1 Starscream, which is missing one of the hip wings forever because it didn't come with
chance that I wouldn't reach out to the company.
I did, but that's they don't.
Blockies doesn't.
They at least so in China where they originate, it's a little easier. Overseas, they need it to be like an officially recognized retailer, proof of purchase, etc. And even then, like maybe they'll send it. For me, I bought it at a comic shop that I don't even know where the comic shop got it. So there was no chance I was getting it. I emailed them, I sent them the receipt, I sent them the sprue and a picture of the kit. And there's like, unfortunately, we're not going to comply with it. Like, oh, fuck off. But at least it's just like hip wing. It's not like a necessary part. It's just a little bit of the side by the hip that's very rarely going to be seen. So it wasn't a big travesty. He's got all his limbs. He still looks fantastic. But there are other people that are missing some pretty integral parts, and they're kind of just left with a half-built kit. It's kind of stupid. But
yeah, no, fuck that shit. Yeah. I would not be. See,
yeah, I haven't heard of those issues in a while though. Like over a year, I think is the last time I heard that issue. So they might have gotten better.
I keep everything.
Yeah,
like I don't keep the boxes, but for my McFarlane figures, all of my cards are in one spot. All of the accessories that I don't use are all kept and put in one place together.
Yeah, same here.
Any extra bath figures are in there. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my Clayface fell and busted a leg.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I super glued it, right?
Yeah,
and it was good. Like
Yeah.
I super glued the joint in in there perfectly and just angled the leg just right, and so that I didn't mess it up later, I super glued the leg angle as well. You couldn't tell I did anything. Clayface could only just be in like 3 poses at that point, right?
Yeah.
And still be able to stand up. Well, when I opened up the box from moving, his other leg broke off, and
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't get it back to
Oh,
connect.
no.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yep. It was the only casualty from moving.
And that's
As
such
far
a
as
hard
my
figure to acquire, too.
as far as my figures go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna find that again. I'd have to buy the only way to get it at a decent price would be to buy the fucking
The
three
3-pack.
yeah, that 3-pack with Batwoman
Yeah.
and Dick Bats.
Is it Dick Bats? Oh, shit. I thought it was Rebirth Batman.
No, that one is Dick Bats.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you ever do, I'll buy the Batman off you. Yeah, that's definitely Dick Bat. Bat Dick.
Dick Bats with knuckle busters.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, pulled up the notes from My Adventures with Green Lantern. It's set
Right,
in
back
LA.
to animation. We
Yeah.
take a detour at all.
Get ready, folks. We do that a lot. It's set in Los Angeles at Hal Jordan Memorial High School, which is interesting. Jessica Cruz is a teenager at this point, so she will be going to high school. Jessica Cruz also trains in a temple to understand what it means to be a Green Lantern. There's a short clip of Jessica Cruz transforming that with also showing Alui Cravalho, and I'm sorry if I butchered that name,
That's
singing The Oath, which I think is an interesting twist. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That is interesting as
That
shit.
is very interesting. Characters such as Alex DeWitt, Nikki Jones, Thomas Rowe, and Kyle Rayner will be an important part of Jessica's high school life. And hot, in quotations, villains that seemingly feature yellow and red lanterns. I don't know exactly what that means.
Hot, HOT, or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If that means attractive level or temperature or what. Or appearance rates. I don't know.
Probably popular. I would assume popular.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
But
think
we'll
they're
also
gonna
feature yellow and red
advertise
lanterns.
that with, I mean, like atrocities. I mean, that's not how anybody reacts, you know.
I don't know, man. Bad dragon is a thing. You never know.
Bad dragon.
Another thing that I know about that was not noted here.
The bad dragon.
No. The Green Lantern Corps at some points entered some kind of massive holy war in the past, and Jessica Cruz has to like revitalize the Corps, essentially borrowing from Kyle Rayner's origin aspect. But he is involved this time, so it's fine. It's not like Green Lantern in Brightest Day, or
What does the age
whatever that movie
disparity
was called.
seem to be between Kyle and Jess?
I'm not sure. I don't know Kyle's age. I only know Jessica's age because she was in the last episode of My Adventures with Superman. I think she said she was like 14, 15, something like that.
Picking up
If she even said
basically
that,
there.
but that's basically what it looked like from the episode.
Hal Jordan Memorial Hospital or
High.
high school. That makes it sound like Hell's Dead.
Yeah,
which is probably going to put Kyle in his mid-20s.
Well, who knows? Because Jessica
Early 20s,
could have also
mid-20s?
been in her early 20s as well, but ages are all over the place right now, so we don't really know.
Well, I'm just like, as far as like making time make sense and what a decent story, you know, lineup would be if there's a Hal Jordan High School that's usually reserved for people who are dead.
Yeah.
So Hal's probably gone.
Yeah.
Kyle must be the either the current Lantern or like was the current Lantern before everything shut down or something,
Yeah.
right?
But it could even just be he's a senior in high school. Right? That's the thing. Based off the
I
design, it could
suppose
go
that
that way.
is. I suppose that is true. He could just
Yeah.
be that she's just like pulling together like a junior. Hmm.
Yeah. Because remember, it's called My Adventures of the Green Lantern. And with Superman, it was My Adventures of Superman. With the even though Clark was the focus of the show, it was also about Lois and Jimmy going on adventures with him. And that was
Oh
the
yeah,
basis of My
100%.
Adventures of Superman. So with My
One
Adventures
of
with
the
Green Lantern, Jessica being the focus of the show, Kyle and Jade being her cohorts. And they weren't necessarily heroes in the past, but they're her friends that could help out.
right.
Right?
I dig it, dude. My Adventures
Yeah.
with Green Lantern is something I am definitely looking forward to because of My Adventures with Superman, which very well could have been My Adventures in Metropolis.
Yes. It could have been just My Adventures in period.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Yeah.
That movie
Um,
didn't do good.
yeah. But I
Or
will
no,
say
wait, that was called
this,
Turning Red. My bad.
knowing the Sailor Moon inspiration, and if you know your Sailor Moon, you know Serenity or Serena, or I forget her Japanese name now. Oh my god, Meatball Head started out alone. She got the Sailor Moon powers, and then over time, found her friends were also destined to become Sailor Scouts and activated their abilities over the course of like 8 to 10 episodes. And then eventually she had a team of 5 people that she was fighting crime with. So it could be the same thing here. It starts off with Jessica Cruz, and if that's the inspiration over the episodes, Kyle gets a ring, Jade
Kyle
gets
Simon,
abilities.
Kyle Simon,
Well,
Joe, Jade.
Simon's not listed. Alex
Ah,
DeWitt, Nikki Jones, Thomas Rowe, and Kyle Rayner will be an important part of Jessica's high school life, is all it says. We know
there's got to be more
there
though.
is a Jade, but that's the thing. There could be some OCs here as well. I don't know who Nikki Jones and Thomas Rowe are.
I would rather see like pull in characters that haven't gotten any love or haven't gotten any AU love. Like I would love to see Joe in the show.
Yeah,
Joe
me
is an
too.
amazing
I would love to
character.
see
She could
Simon.
easily she would oh damn. She'd be like a mix between two cartoon teenagers, kids, Moon Girl and the middle daughter on the Proud Family. And I mean, come on, that's Joe Moline as it is written
Right.
on paper currently. I mean, just shrink her down. Why? Give me Joe. Give me
Right.
Joe.
Right. Well,
That would be cool.
yeah, that's My Adventure with Green Lantern. There is other
Gonna be
animated
some
series.
kind of football lunkhead, and they're all gonna call him the Wog.
Shit. Well, damn.
There's a lot of possibilities. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
there's
I mean,
a lot of possibilities.
Sailor Moon made it to past 5. No, there was 6 altogether, including her, right?
Sailor Scouts? No, there was 5, including her initially, and then there were 3 more added later on as the outer sentries. Was it 3 or 4? 4 more added later on as the outer sentries.
Okay. For some reason, I thought there was just 6. Obviously,
No.
I'm a huge Sailor fan. My wife is. My wife absolutely. She's seen everything multiple times.
Right
She
on.
knows all of them.
We should get our wives together. They could communicate.
The two put two socially awkward people together in a room and see how little conversation comes along.
But then you say something like, "Man, you know who sucks? Sailor Pluto."
Sailor Neptune.
Yeah, I watched them go off. I've actually
Did you know
done
that the
to my
best
wife.
guy in the Sailor Moon, the best character in the Sailor Moon franchise is a dude? Boom.
Oh shit! I actually did forget about Tuxedo Mask. So that might have been where you were thinking of the sixth one was Tuxedo Mask. He's not really a Sailor Scout. He was kind of just there.
Yeah.
It did nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
He threw roses and distracted people.
That's the only.
That was pretty much his extent. He was James
I don't remember
from
anything
Pokemon.
past that.
But
It was James from Pokemon. Oh, right.
He always had a rose, and he did nothing. I think so. That's about all the time we have right now. I think we could cut it off here, and we'll be back with more information. Josh, you want to take us out for now?
Yeah, there was a lot more DC animated universe stuff to talk about, but I did that detour stuff, and Rob is here to keep us on a timeline. So,
trying to make it so we don't go over an hour like we used to.
Go over an hour. That's funny. He means make sure we don't hit 3 hours.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it. That is all we've got for the Geek Sheets today. That is all the news that's fits to talk about. We will be back for more and hope you will too. As per the usual, like, subscribe, share, tip. Make sure you put your notifications on when we have new content, which will be at least weekly. Stay safe out there. We're always here. We're the Geek Matrix.